your drawing style will find you. So from my experience, I have a long journey of finding my art style or illustration style today. When I was in middle school, I really like comic or Japanese comic. I had Japanese manga lesson. Starting then, I like to draw a lot. But since I went to graphic design major when I was in university, I had like a big gap year when I really didn't like drawing at all. Focus more on graphic style and typography in more like 4 years. Then when I look at the Instagram, I saw a lot of inspiring artists with beautiful illustration. Since then, I start to like to draw again. Maybe it's around 5 or 4 years ago. So I hope with this video, this will help you in your creative process or creative journey. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first step is to find a community, either online or offline. For online community, you can find Facebook group or LinkedIn group. You can just type what kind of community that you want, maybe like illustration community or Japanese comic community or fine art community, any type that you want. Why? Because you can find friends with similar interests, similar drawing style or drawing skills that you have. You can also find artists that has different style from you that you can learn from them. You can also find mentors or professional in that area that can help you, or if they are kind, they can give you feedback. Also, with joining community, you can post your illustration or artwork regularly, and you can see how people likes or comments. If it's online, you can share your illustration maybe in form of paper or canvas, and you can get some feedback from them. So the second step is to do research on the illustration that you like. There are many things that you can consider. First one is the genre. There are many kinds of genre that you can find. There are book illustration, fashion illustration, comic, comedy, or editorial illustration. Second aspect that you need to consider is the character or the object that you draw. You can draw human. There are many kinds of style that you can explore. Like for example, if you inspired by Japanese, they have like Ghibli style illustration or comic style illustration. If you inspired by Western illustration, you can find a lot in the movies. Or if you like to explore your own style or from any influencer from Instagram, you can do that also. You can also draw animal as the object by drawing specific animal, like one animal, for example bear. You will draw and know how to draw bear, or try a different kind of animal and see which one that you can draw and which one that you like. You can also draw plants or flowers or food. It's interesting thing to draw. You can explore a lot of food like local food, Japanese food, Indian food, or street food. Yeah, there are many variety of food that you can try to draw, of course not to eat. The third aspect that you need to consider when you're doing research is the color theme. This is important to have a distinction or like your identity as an artist. Example of color theme, you can try bright colors or gothic or dark colors. So every color theme has their own uniqueness. The fourth aspect that you need to consider is to know the coloring techniques and the coloring tools that the artist or the illustration that you like use. For example, watercolor or color pencil or digital painting, because three of them has different kind of techniques and different set of tools that you need to research on. Maybe you can see from YouTube videos, like tutorial videos, how to use iPad and Procreate to do some digital painting, like what I did in my channel. Here you can check. And also you can find how to master watercolor, because it takes a long time, how you can control the water and how you use the brush, what kind of brush and what kind of paint that you use. With color pencil also you can search what kind of pencil that suit you best, because there are some kind of pencil, like there are rough texture pencil or smooth texture pencil that you can find at your local store. So yeah, the third step is of course to develop your drawing skills. For example, if you want to know more how to draw human, you can join course on how to draw body proportion, how to draw head, how to draw hand, feet, clothes, face expression, and many more. If you like to draw animals, you can also join course how to draw the body shape, body proportion, body movement. It's almost similar with human. Oh yeah, you can also search the tutorial on YouTube. If you interest in drawing plants, you can do some still life drawing where like you have plants at your house, you put it on table and then you draw exactly like it is, to know how exactly the plant's shape in the real form. Oh, and if you like to draw food, you can just see any food drawing on Instagram or Pinterest, or just buy food and put it on table and do the same like plants. You do the still life drawing to see how you draw the food with the different texture and different shape and different placement, also different composition. So in overall, you need to know the basic of the drawing skills that you need to have, and also practice regularly, maybe like for 5 minutes in a day until 30 minutes in a day, and try it for 21 days until 1 month to see where your skills grow and develop. The fourth step is to copy the artwork from the artist that you like. Just remember, you're doing this for your personal practice. Please don't share this publicly. And yeah, you can try as many drawing as you can. You can try so many drawing tools, try different techniques, try draw different objects. So just be creative and enjoy it. Now I want to show you guys how I learned from redrawing some of illustration masterpieces. These two illustrations is from Totoro and Ponyo movie that produced by Ghibli Studio in Japan. And I use watercolor to color them. This one is from Melanie Florian, one of my favorite illustrator. The drawing style is so cute and look innocent. For this, I try using two coloring tools, which are watercolor and color pencil. I really like the result because the colors are so bright and feel more 3D rather than only using watercolor. This one is colored using acrylic paint. This is from Shaun Tan, also one of my favorite illustrator. The coloring method is more complicated since the paint have different nature with the watercolor. But the paint was easily blend and the color also really pretty. These beautiful girls are from some of famous illustrator at Instagram. I choose to draw them because the face shape are beautiful and the characters look strong. These animals are mostly from Zootopia movie, except this corgi dog and the mouse. The last animal that I choose to study was this rabbit. The texture of fur looks challenging, so I tried this and it's really fun to do. The fifth step, just to draw consistently every day. You can try as many styles as you like, but don't forget to enjoy and have fun your creative process. This character is one of the earliest development of my illustration style. At that time, I really confused and curious, trying different kind of style. As you can see here, I inspired by Japanese kawaii characters. The eyes are very big. The face proportion are bigger than the body. Then here, I changed the body proportion into more teenager look. With more balanced proportion, of course. I did this one to go outside of my comfort zone and choose really different look for the character. And learn how to use color pencil for soft pastel look. These are some vintage inspired style characters that I really like. The character shape are so simple but yet look interesting. This is the first time I tried to do some food illustration with watercolor. I just take picture of this meal, then draw it exactly like the reality. And this one is reference from the internet. To study on how to illustrate for picture book, I did some of full page illustration with watercolor. And this one is the best one because the visual looks so pretty and authentic. It's about local Indonesian food which called lumpia basah. This calendar was illustrated and designed using Adobe Illustrator, and it was on sale at one of local event at 2017. After I have an iPad as new drawing tool, I created this for a personal project with theme of traditional Korean clothes. So finally, at this point, I really like what my illustration style look like, and I made some greeting cards from this collection. This one is influenced by some Korean drama that I watch because there are a lot of raining scene. So I made this. And then Goblin is one of the drama with so many beautiful shots, and I really like this romantic scene in the rain. So yeah, I draw this. So as you can see here, I began to be consistent with this drawing style, then experiment with the coloring techniques. While before I use solid colors, these are using gradient colors. The last one that I want to share with you is this beautiful illustration that I'm really proud of as the result of my hard work in the past 3 years. And finally, I got here. The last step or the sixth step is just to publish your art in online or offline community. For example, you can post on Instagram regularly and see how people likes and comments, or Facebook, or you can ask your friend how your art progress and just see how your art will grow. Thank you for watching this video. I hope my tips will help you and guide you in your creative process. If you have questions or comments or suggestions for next video, please feel free to put it down below. Yeah, see you again. Bye. Then I have